Hello, and thanks for joining us to talk about the Environmental Charter High School. What makes ECHS unique? We have very distinctive programming at the high school level. We believe in place-based learning, which engages students in their community, including their physical environment, local culture, history, or people. With place-based learning, students get to see the results of their work in their community. We also believe in eco-literacy, which is the ability to understand the natural systems that make life on Earth possible. We incorporate the UN Sustainable Development Goals into much of our content. We believe in multidisciplinary integration, so students are working on projects across multiple disciplines. We incorporate embedded honors into our core academic classes in 10th grade, which provides students with a more rigorous curriculum. We also have separate honors courses for our juniors and seniors who have the requisite passion, interest, and skills for a more challenging and in-depth course of study. We offer AP, or Advanced Placement courses for our juniors and seniors, which give them the opportunity to earn college credit. We are also implementing a dual enrollment option, which is a series of partnerships with Chatham and CCAC, in which our students can take one or more classes with professors from those schools, thereby earning credit from those institutions with successful completion of those courses. Lastly, we incorporate standards-based grading. Every assessment is connected to a standard. Students' grades are based on how well a student performs on each standard. Here at ECHS, we believe in supporting all students. Here are 4 examples. All core classes implement a co-teaching model. There are always at least 2 educators in each classroom. Co-teaching allows for more intense and individualized instruction in the general education setting, increasing access to the general education curriculum for all students. Crew meets daily and deepens a student's ability and skills to use communication, planning and organizing techniques, and technology applications effectively and through various means. Crew provides the time for students to learn and to practice the skills and techniques needed to build readiness for career, college, or community independence. In other schools, this time of day might be referred to as advisory. Our crews remain the same from freshman year through senior year. In our studio courses, which students take each year, they will learn the power of documenting their learning story over the course of their academic career at ECHS. Students will investigate how humans over time have documented learning and how it has created a wealth of information with both the individual as well as the world. Students will begin to look at formats and systems that are adaptable and manageable for documenting their own story. Students will delve into the skills, equipment, routines, and expectations for consistency, creating, updating, and maintaining progress. Through the course, students review work and artifacts of other courses, add and edit, and build skills around digital portfolio platforms. We have also incorporated an activity period into our daily schedule. Students choose from 18 different activities in which they get a 30-minute period each day for 6 weeks to take part in something that interests them specifically. ECHS has mission-specific instruction. Project-based learning, or PBL, is an instructional methodology encouraging students to learn by applying knowledge and skills through an engaging experience. PBL presents opportunities for deeper learning in context and for the development of important skills tied to college and career readiness. When introducing a new topic, especially a complex one, teachers are often tempted to provide rigorous direct instruction to make sure students are prepared to engage with it. However, in reality, students often learn and retain better when they explore the boundaries of a new topic for themselves, even if that means making mistakes along the way. We also incorporate the workshop model in our classes. With the workshop model, students engage in 3 different components daily in class. A successful workshop has 3 components: a mini lesson, a workshop, and a debrief. In the mini lesson, you briefly introduce a new concept or skill through direct instruction or a more open-ended activity. The workshop component involves students working independently or in small groups to explore or practice the new concept. Finally, after the workshop, you bring the class back together to debrief about what they learned and the challenges they faced. Next, Whole Child allows staff to prioritize the full scope of a child's developmental needs as a way to advance educational equity and ensure that every child reaches their fullest potential. Here at ECHS, each student has their own Chromebook, and we've incorporated technology resources and technology-based practices into the daily routines, work, and management of school. As stated earlier, we incorporate the UN Sustainable Development Goals into all that we do. The Sustainable Development Goals, also known as Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Lastly, the ECHS Sustainable Pathways will play a significant role in students' ECHS academic career. The intent of these pathways is not for students to declare their career path, but rather offer students an opportunity to personalize and explore ideas of sustainability through topics they feel most connected with. These interdisciplinary pathways will pave the way for students, giving their classes, work, and experiences a concentrated lens to examine the world. No matter the pathways, students will approach their experiences with a lens of sustainability, including big ideas around global citizenship, equity and justice, systems thinking, and environmental engineering or human-centered design. With a team of advisors, students will select one of the 4 pathways to focus the latter half of their high school career. The variety and overlap of content, courses, and experiences within pathways will offer both depth of content and breadth, showing students firsthand how interconnected skills, disciplines, and dispositions are. Opportunities for breadth may include college and career exposure, job readiness, college-level enrollment, community partnerships, and extracurriculars. Students will select from one of the 4 following pathways: art, music, and design, community development, health and wellness, science, technology, engineering, and math. Students' chosen area will be the basis for their capstone graduation project. In addition, each student is required to take 2 semester electives from the approved list of 6 for each pathway. Environmental Charter High School has 4 distinct academic blocks. The first is Humanities. In support of the ECS commitment to grow citizens and our corollary focus on interdisciplinary learning and critical thinking, our English and Social Studies teachers and courses are linked as co-equal parts of a broader humanities department. All students in grades 9 through 12 are required to take a 2-course humanities sequence each year, 1 English class and 1 Social Studies class. The teachers of these courses will be collaborating and planning meaningful and engaging ways for content alignment, thematic understanding, and skill development and reinforcement. While these classes will not be co-taught on a daily basis, the students will engage in numerous activities and assignments that synthesize their learning across both disciplines. Our second academic block is Mathematics. Mathematics follows a progression of course content from Algebra 1 in 8th grade through Calculus. Students engage with core content standards and mathematical practice standards in a coherent, useful, and logical way to enable them to learn how to make sense of mathematical problems. Students begin their study of Algebra 1 in 8th grade and have the ability to progress through to a college-level math course taken in 12th grade. Our third academic block is Science. Science content and the application of science across disciplines is a hallmark of the ECS experience. The science program at ECS uses the Next Generation Science Standards, or NGSS, in conjunction with the PA Science Standards to engage in 3 dimensions for successful science instruction. The first being content, the second being practices, and the third being cross-cutting concepts. Content drives the experience, whether it is life science, earth science, physical science, engineering, or a combination of several of these topics. Students use scientific practices such as asking questions and carrying out investigations to actively engage in the content. Students act like scientists by taking risks, making mistakes, problem solving through struggles, and persevering to create evidence-based arguments and solutions. Each year, students should be able to demonstrate greater capacity for connecting knowledge across and between the physical sciences, life sciences, earth and space sciences, and engineering design. During grades 9 through 12, students begin to form deeper connections between concepts and skills learned in grades 6 through 8, such as applying statistics to scientific questions, evaluating limitations of models, and creating algorithms to solve problems. Lastly, each of our main academic blocks also breaks into a plethora of electives, earning students half of a credit. For more information on all of our electives, please visit our website and look for our program of studies. We also offer diversified studies, commonly referred to as specials. These classes are broken into 3 different types of classes. The first is health and physical education. ECHS believes in the importance of holistic wellness, including both health and physical education, and through both required and elective courses, our students will learn content, skills, and perspectives to promote a healthy lifestyle as they grow into adulthood. Students must complete 2 semester classes in this department in order to graduate, including both physical education and health. The second is world languages. The World Language Program at ECHS teaches students to communicate in a language other than English and to understand the perspectives of different cultures. Our sequential courses are designed to help students build language proficiency and fluency in reading, writing, and speaking, and all students will begin with the first level of their chosen language unless they arrange to take a placement exam with the appropriate teacher. Lastly are our visual and performing arts classes. The Visual and Performing Arts program at ECHS seeks to enrich students' lives and to provide them with an important vehicle to communicate and to express human emotion and ideas in a meaningful way beyond the limits of language. In addition, we believe that experiences in the arts help to prepare students to be successful, engaged, and empathetic citizens who think in innovative and creative ways. At Environmental Charter High School, we believe in implementing a positive school-wide behavior plan. We often refer to this as PBIS, or Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. PBIS is a multi-tiered approach to social, emotional, and behavioral support. The broad purpose of PBIS is to improve the effectiveness, efficiency, and equity of schools and other agencies. PBIS improves social, emotional, and academic outcomes for all students, including students with disabilities and students from underrepresented groups. Within this approach, we utilize PBIS rewards to keep track of student behavior by rewarding them with points when they embody one of our 4 character traits: E for empathy, C for collaboration, H for honorable, and S for scholarly. Students are able to use these points to shop at our school store for amazing rewards like extra gym, cell phone time, and lunch with their favorite teacher, just to name a few. As an added incentive, we are using our ECHS character traits to break students into teams to have fun, competitive activities during our half days of school. We call these days Hawk Days.